Imagine two people leave a party at the exact same time. One of them drives home in a brand new sports car. Loud engine, custom paint job. Everyone at the party watched him leave. The other one leaves quietly in a beat-up old pickup truck. Nobody even notices him walk out the door. 10 years later, the guy with the sports car is still working 60-hour weeks, still stressed about bills, still one bad month away from trouble. The guy with the pickup truck retired at 42. Here's the twist. The pickup truck guy owns a company that cleans grease traps for restaurants. That's it. That's the whole business. Trucks, pumps, and dirty tanks nobody else wants to touch. And that unglamorous, slightly disgusting business quietly made him more money than most people will earn in their entire careers. This is the strange secret that almost nobody tells you about getting rich. The businesses that actually build wealth are usually not exciting. They are not the ones that get applause. Most of the time, they are boring on purpose. Today, we are going to walk through 20 of these boring businesses that make real money while the owner is asleep, on vacation, or just living their life. But before we get to the list, we need to talk about why your brain is actually working against you here, because most people never even consider these businesses. Not because they are bad ideas, because of how our minds are wired to think about money. Think about the last time you daydreamed about being rich. Be honest. What did you picture? Maybe it was a viral app. Maybe it was a trendy clothing brand. Maybe it was becoming an influencer, or investing in some hot new coin, or opening a stylish coffee shop with exposed brick walls and a logo you already designed in your head. Almost nobody daydreams about owning a vending machine route, or a laundromat, or a company that services portable toilets at construction sites. There's a reason for that, and it has nothing to do with which businesses actually make money. It has to do with a psychological trap called status bias. Our brains did not evolve to calculate spreadsheets. They evolved to survive in tribes, where being noticed and respected by the group actually kept you alive. So even today, our minds quietly reward us for chasing things that make other people go, wow, that's cool, even when those things are financially terrible. This is why so many people would rather lose money running a stylish business that impresses their friends than make steady money running a boring business nobody talks about. The applause feels good, but applause does not pay your mortgage. Here's a simple way to picture it. Imagine money as water and your life as a bucket. Exciting businesses often look like a beautiful glass fountain. It looks amazing, but half the water evaporates before it ever reaches the bucket. Boring businesses are more like a plain plastic pipe running underground. Nobody sees it, nobody admires it, but almost all the water makes it through. The people who get quietly wealthy are usually the ones who stopped caring about the fountain and started building the pipe. Before we go through the list, you need to understand the 3 ingredients that make a boring business so powerful. Once you see this pattern, you'll start noticing it everywhere. First, boring businesses solve a problem people will always have. Not a trend, not a fad, a constant, unavoidable need. People will always need clean clothes, working toilets, mowed lawns, safe homes, and functioning cars. Trends come and go, but basic needs never retire. Second, boring businesses have low competition because most people's egos won't let them do the work. Think about it. How many people dream of starting a pressure washing business versus starting a clothing brand? The competition is thin, specifically because the business isn't cool. Less competition means you can charge fairly and still win customers easily. Third, and this is the big one, boring businesses are often systems, not jobs. This is the difference between owning a business and owning a job that just happens to have your name on the door. A job needs you there every single day or the income stops. A system runs whether you show up or not. Picture a lemonade stand run by a kid standing there every single afternoon. If the kid gets sick, there's no lemonade sold that day. Now picture a vending machine sitting in the same spot. It doesn't get sick. It doesn't need a lunch break. It doesn't complain. It just sits there, quietly taking money, restocked once a week by someone who doesn't even have to be the owner. That difference, a person standing there versus a system sitting there, is the entire secret behind passive income. It's not about working less. It's about building something that keeps working after you stop. Now let's go through the list. 20 boring businesses that quietly make money while their owners sleep. Number 1, laundromats. People will always need clean clothes, and once the machines are installed, they run themselves. No employees required for years. Number 2, vending machines. Small investment, tiny footprint, and once placed in a busy location, it sells snacks and drinks around the clock without a single person watching it. Number 3, car washes, especially the automatic kind. Cars stay dirty forever. That never changes. Number 4, self-storage units. People accumulate belongings faster than they get rid of them. Storage units simply hold that clutter and collect rent every single month. Number 5, ATM machines placed in high-traffic locations. Every withdrawal quietly earns the owner a small fee. Number 6, dumpster rental companies. Every construction project, every renovation, every clean-out needs a dumpster, and most people never think twice about who owns it. Number 7, portable toilet rental for events and job sites. Unpleasant to think about, extremely profitable to own. Number 8, vending machine-style claw machines and arcade games placed inside other businesses. Number 9, parking lot ownership in busy city areas. Land that just sits there collecting money from every car that parks on it. Number 10, billboard and signage rental. Once it's built, it earns money from advertisers month after month. Number 11, pressure washing and exterior cleaning services, especially ones built around subscription contracts with businesses. Number 12, pest control companies, particularly ones with recurring service plans. Bugs don't care about the economy. They keep showing up, which means the checks keep showing up too. Number 13, HVAC and appliance repair companies. Heating and cooling breakdown regardless of what's happening in the stock market. Number 14, commercial cleaning companies that service offices overnight. Completely invisible to the public, extremely reliable in income. Number 15, self-service car detailing bays rented out by the hour. Number 16, coin-operated laundry pickup and delivery services, blending an old boring model with modern convenience. Number 17, dog boarding and pet care facilities. As long as people have pets and go on vacation, this demand never disappears. Number 18, gutter cleaning and home maintenance subscription services. Number 19, mobile home park ownership. Unglamorous, often overlooked, and historically one of the most consistent cash-flowing real estate niches that exists. Number 20, vending-style ice machines placed outside gas stations and stores, quietly selling bagged ice all summer long with almost no daily involvement. Notice something about every single one of these. None of them require charisma. None of them require going viral. None of them require you to be the smartest person in the room. They require you to solve a boring, repeating problem and to build a system around solving it. Here's the deeper psychological shift that changes everything once you understand it. Most people believe excitement and income are connected. They aren't. In fact, they are often opposites. Excitement usually means unpredictability, and unpredictability is expensive. A trendy business might explode in popularity for 6 months and then completely disappear once the trend fades. That roller coaster feels thrilling, but roller coasters are hard to build wealth on because you can't plan your future around something that might vanish overnight. Boring businesses are the opposite. They are predictable, which means they are financeable, scalable, and sellable. Predictability is what allows an owner to eventually step back, hire a manager, and let the business run itself, because the demand isn't going anywhere. Nobody wakes up one day and decides they no longer need to store their belongings, wash their car, or get rid of construction debris. There's a mental model worth remembering here. Think of income like a plant. Exciting businesses are often like fast-growing flowers. Beautiful, fast, but fragile, and easily killed by one bad season. Boring businesses are more like oak trees, slow to grow, unimpressive at first, but incredibly hard to kill, and eventually strong enough to provide shade for decades. Wealthy people who stay wealthy tend to plant oak trees. People chasing quick money tend to keep replanting flowers, wondering why nothing lasts. So what does this mean for you practically? It does not mean you have to go buy a laundromat tomorrow. It means you should start training yourself to notice boring, repeating problems in everyday life, because those problems are often disguised opportunities. Next time you're annoyed that your gutters are clogged, or you're circling a parking lot looking for a spot, or you're waiting for a vending machine to restock, pause for a second. Someone owns that inconvenience. Someone built a small, unglamorous system around it, and that system is quietly paying them right now while you're just standing there, mildly annoyed. Start asking yourself 3 questions about any business idea you consider. Will people need this in 10 years, no matter what trends come and go? possible? Can this eventually run without me standing there every day? And am I avoiding this idea only because it isn't impressive enough to tell people about at a party? If your honest answer to that third question is yes, that's usually a sign you're chasing status instead of stability. That single realization is often the difference between people who talk about getting rich and people who quietly do. We're taught to believe wealth looks a certain way. Loud, flashy, admired. But real financial freedom rarely looks impressive from the outside. It looks like a plain white van with a company name on the side. It looks like a row of vending machines nobody notices. It looks like a storage facility off the highway that you've driven past 100 times without a single thought. The people who built those things aren't chasing applause. They already stopped needing it because they built something better, a system that pays them whether anyone is watching or not. So the next time you catch yourself dreaming about the exciting, flashy version of getting rich, ask yourself this instead. What if the real path to freedom was never meant to be exciting at all? What if it was hiding in plain sight, disguised as something boring enough that almost everyone walked right past it? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.